Hey guys, it's Shay. Welcome back to the Vanity Chair. I hope you guys had the best Christmas ever. I know I did. I always go like 5 different places because I have, you know, my parents are both remarried and then I have my boyfriend's house and we just go all over the place. It's kind of hectic, but it's always good to catch up with everybody. So I hope you guys had a great Christmas and then a Happy New Year. So that's why I'm here today. I did a New Year's Eve eye look. It's really sparkly and purple. I wanted to do a little bit of more of a colorful version than you would normally think of for New Year's. So that's what I came up with today. I hope you guys like it. And if you end up recreating this at all, please tag me on Instagram and I will love to see your looks, even if you don't wear it for New Year's. You know, if you ever create any of my looks again, I'd love to see them. So I hope you guys like this tutorial and have a safe, happy New Year, and I'll see you guys soon. So first we're priming our eyes. I'm using MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, of course. It's just like the best product because it primes your eye for eyeshadow. You know, the formula is a little tacky, so it holds on to shadow really well and it conceals those veins all at the same time. And now I'm going in with Soft Brown as my transition shade. It's just a perfect warm brown, so it kind of helps the purple blend out really pretty into our eyelid color. Now I'm going in with my Morphe palette. I'll list below exactly which one it is in the down bar, but I'm using this wine shade. It's really beautiful and I thought it'd be pretty for the crease shade. I'm using a MAC 224 just because this brush is a little skinnier, so it kind of helps push that color deeper into the crease. And whenever you're working with mattes, as you can see, it looks a little choppy, so just take your time and go back and forth in little circles and buff it out. It sometimes feels like frustrating because it takes a while. I know I was sitting there forever, but it's worth it. And now I'm going with this magenta color. These are the only 2 shades I use for this look, and I'm going in with that same MAC 224 and just kind of applying the magenta color to the outer edges of where I put that deep purple. And then I go back with the same magenta and put this all over the lid. I feel like I make it look a little more confusing than what I'm really doing. All I'm doing is putting the magenta on the lid and then blending the crease color out with it and putting that deep wine in the crease. It kind of seems like I go back and forth, but I'm only using those 2 shades. So just use, you know, a lighter and a darker so you can create some depth in the crease. And that's what I'm doing again right now, just putting that darker shade back again in the crease just to kind of deepen it up. And then I go back with a clean blending brush and just kind of blend the 2 together so that there's no, like, you can't tell where one ends and one begins. It just looks kind of contoured, if that makes sense. And then I've been loving this Makeup Geek. It's called Shimma Shimma. I've had this eyeshadow for a while, but I just recently pulled it back out and I've been in love with it this month. I'm using an E70 from Sigma and I'm highlighting underneath the brow and on the inner corner. When you're using such bright colors, I really like to highlight so that your eyes don't get lost in like all the purple. And then this is like my magic glitter glue from Too Faced. I love this stuff. You only need that little tiny amount and then put it on your finger and kind of dab in like a circular motion so that it's right in the middle of your eyelid. And then we're going to go and put our glitter in the same exact spot we're putting this primer. So I'm using a MAC gold glitter. You can use whatever color you want. If you wanted like purple glitter, would even be really pretty. And I just kind of throw a little bit of that right on my finger. I don't use a brush or anything. It's just the least messy, I think, when you use your finger. And like I said, just the same way you applied your primer, just go in a little baby circle. And now we need liner. I'm using a liquid liner. This is the Stila Stay All Day. It's my favorite liner lately, and it's just really nice with glitter also because it helps you not get like a bumpy edge because it's just so smooth and it goes right over that glitter and just glides over it perfect. And I wanted some winged liner, but nothing too thick because I'm using some really big lashes, so it was just perfect. You can get a nice thin line with this. And like I said, I wanted a nice wing, so I'm going in with some makeup remover and a tissue and just kind of cleaning up, making that edge really sharp. And then these are Ardell 204s. I thought I showed the camera them, but I must have not recorded that part, but they're just really thick, and I wanted an excuse to wear them. I picked them up, and I just haven't worn them because they're so big, but I thought New Year's Eve, you know, you're allowed to wear big lashes on New Year's Eve. And then just for time purposes, I didn't really record all my face stuff, but I just showed you guys the products I used. And then since it is New Year's Eve, we're going to be, you know, out late. You're going to be dancing probably. It's going to get hot, so just make sure you do what I'm doing and set everything with powder. I always like to set my makeup with powder. And then same with the under eye concealer. I'm using the Too Faced Candlelight Glow. It's a really golden setting powder. It's beautiful. So just set that under eye area with that so that it doesn't move all night long. It stays nice and perfect. And then I am so pale right now. This always happens to me every winter. I get so light. And so I'm going in with Hoola bronzer on my neck, my cheeks, and up by my hairline. The Hoola is awesome because if you are pale like me, it's still not going to be too crazy dark. Like, it totally still works here and just warms me up a little bit without looking crazy. And then since it is New Year's Eve, I just wanted to go in a little bit and contour my cheekbones just to make it look a little more special. And this is a ambient lighting blush. It's beautiful. It's from Hourglass. It's like a plum color, and so I thought that'd be perfect to go with the eyes. And it's just a nice like sheen. It's not glittery, so I just thought that wouldn't overpower the eyes. And now I'm highlighting with Smashbox Shimmer Highlight just on the top of my cheekbones. And then I'm going to go back to the eyes now and do the under eye area. So I'm going with that darker shade out of the two that we used. And I'm just putting this kind of thick, actually, underneath my eyes from outer corner to inner corner. And then I go back with a flat definer brush and some black eyeshadow. And I kind of line my eye right on the lash line with that. And then flick the powder down into that purple just so it blends a little bit. And then once I was done with this, I kind of wanted it more smoky still, so I don't typically line the waterline with black, but I went ahead and did it anyways. This is obviously, you know, if your guys' preference, if you like that or not, but as you can see here, it makes a really big difference. It makes it look really nice and smoky, so I went ahead and did that for today. And then I go back with a nude NYX lip pencil and some Viva Glam 2. I've been loving Viva Glam 2. It's just like the perfect nude lipstick for daytime and nighttime. Like, I feel like it's so universal. And then this is a Honey Stick nude lip gloss from the Kardashian Chroma line. So I just wanted a very neutral lip since I'm using all these, you know, colorful blushes and eyeshadows. And then set it all with some setting spray. And then this is the final look. I hope you guys really love it and have such a fun New Year's, and I will see you guys next year.